All right, everybody. This is the pre-New York session, and we're getting ready. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we now in the market? Where are we now? Where are we now? Okay. Okay. Where are we? So pretty much, yeah, we are likely. Let's get started. Pretty much, let's get started. We're likely going to be seeing NASDAQ going up or going down. For us to see what that is going to do, we are going to potentially do some new analysis. So let's go. Where were we in the morning? Earlier today, we were actually just thinking that NASDAQ is going to go up from the initial place. So that particular entry in the morning, that entry went straight to stop loss. That entry was somewhere here. I think somewhere over here. Yeah, somewhere over here. Yeah, that entry pretty much went stop loss. So I'm looking at the new entry now for New York. But right now, looking at what NASDAQ has been doing, I think they are most likely to complete the sell. And if they're going to complete the sell is basically going to reach, pretty much 70 points into the end of this particular zone. So we are right there. And for that, we're going to see what NASDAQ does today. We're going to see what they do today. So it looks like today, this afternoon, we kind of need to just see, it's more like waiting to see what the price does before we can actually take any decision. By the way, I'm curious, is anyone having an expectation of NASDAQ today? Like, NASDAQ might do this or NASDAQ might do X or Y, What are your expectations for NASDAQ as of now? What are your expectations? I'm curious to see. Curious to see what everybody think. Is NASDAQ going to go up or is going to go down? Are we going to expect more sell volume to the downside? Pretty much, I think we might actually see more sell volatility, rather than actual buyer and seller liquidity itself. So the difference between liquidity and volatility actually is that how quick our price changes, like how quick is price changing in terms of, for liquidity is the presence of buyers and sellers in the market. But for volatility is how quick price is changing from one price to another price. So it's very much likely that we see a quick volatility, meaning that price can drop very sharply, but then we may not have an equal participation of buyers and sellers today. So if there is a big gap between buyer and seller, then the volatility is going to be very, very huge. So we can see NASDAQ just dropping very big, or it can just go up very, very quick. I think I will have to trade cautiously right now for today being Monday, because technically NASDAQ is at the demand zone, so nothing can go too wrong, because I'm going to put my stop. If I'm going to be buying, my stop has to be behind the zone, right? But if we're going to be watching out before we actually enter any trade, and we'll just see. Maybe Nasdaq want to keep selling into this further demand zone here, and then it will be very sick. So we're going to see. It's going to be more of a waiting game. There is 10 minutes, 10 minutes to the market open, and we will see what actually happened. But I'm leaning towards selling more, like selling Nasdaq more. I'm leaning towards selling Nasdaq. So if there is any particular, place I'm interested in right now, I think it is to sell Nasdaq actually, and we'll see. The reason why I'm thinking selling Nasdaq is because if you see what we started from last week, it's we're selling, last week Friday. Then when the market opened yesterday evening and this morning, they have already sold like excessive selling, and even up until now, the market is still selling. So on Monday usually goes very slowly in one direction, and so far it has only been going in the sell direction. Like after the breakout of the Asian range at 8:30, and then they pull back a little bit inside, and then the continuation. So this is actually signaling that we will very much likely continue to go to the downside. But all that's going to be confirmed very soon. I think in the next 8 minutes, we're going to be seeing what happens. So if you're here, what are your outlooks on Nasdaq? I'm neutral, but I think the sell will continue. What do you think? Do you think that Nasdaq is going to buy or is going to sell? Knowing that Nasdaq is currently in a similar demand zone, right? So we're expecting that buyers will potentially step in from this area over here. But then it is what it is. We can see what happens. What are your thoughts? What are your expectations? What are your expectations? Nasdaq. Okay. Um, Maybe buy. Okay. Yeah, probably buy. Yeah, it's true. I mean, we might be buying. We might be buying. We might be buying because it's currently in a demand zone, right? It's currently in a 1 hour demand zone. The only concept that we are looking out for right now is liquidity. Probably Nasdaq wants to blow past, sell past the zone before giving a buy setup. So if Nasdaq wants to sell past this zone, then it actually makes a lot of sense for us to get a scalp, like a scalp sell. And because from where Nasdaq currently is and to the end of the zone is about 75 points, and 75 points is a lot if you are trying to catch a quick scalp. You're trying to catch a quick scalp. So we'll just wait and see what the market candle will do. The market open candle at 3:30. So whatever direction the 1 minute formation is giving us at, although as of now, 15 minutes is bearish. Like right now, Nasdaq 15 minutes is bearish, right? So if Nasdaq 15 minutes is still bearish, technically every other time frame too is bearish. Like 30 minutes is bearish, very bearish. 1 hour is also very bearish, and 4 hour obviously right now. 4 hour itself is just that 4 hour is bullish, but because price is still trading into the 4 hour zone itself as of now, so it's making us to just chill. Price can just continue all the way down 388 points to the next zone. That's a lot of money though. It's a lot of money. So we're gonna wait now. We have our zones marked out already. I'm gonna turn on the session break again now. Yeah, we'll just wait for the next 5 minutes and see what actually happens. Then we will be here. I think the trade is going to I'm gonna leave the stream running, and then uh, I'll take a quick 4 minute break, and then by market open in next 4 minutes, we're gonna be here just to see what direction we're gonna be opening a trade in. If we're gonna be selling, I think the sell is going to be a lot more better than buying, and we would see. We would see. All right, see you guys in 4 minutes. The stream will be running. All right, so it's just 1 minute. We have 1 minute, and the market's opening in 1 minute now, and we are going to be seeing the price action. So I'm going to switch to the 1 minute candle now. Let's see. So ideally, whenever New York starts, you need to know the high and low of New York. So we're going to first of all wait to see the highest point of New York candle. Although the market open right now is seeming like it's going to be a bearish reaction. The first 1 minute candle is just up now. We are going to see what it's going to do. Not like me sell. NASDAQ may sell. NASDAQ might sell. NASDAQ might sell. I think I'm going to be selling NASDAQ. The first 1 minute candle actually, is a bearish candle. So not because it's a bearish candle, but it's more or less like, just liquidity continuation. Like more sellers are actually now in the market, and then, we can get a sell opportunity, especially if they're going to take the previous, if they're going to continue and take the liquidity of the demand zone that we're currently in. So if you're selling though, your stop has to be like, above the high, about 50 to 70 points. Which is very, very tight though. So let's see. Let's see. I'm doing a quick sell with a very small entry, but then this we're gonna see. So, but the target for the sell, the scope of the sell is about 50 points, and the target itself is the end of the demand zone. So the reason for the sell is like if Nasdaq wants to go and take the liquidity of the demand zone, it's kind of make a lot of sense. Like, okay, they want to take the liquidity, and then, as soon as they took the liquidity, then we can just, can get out of the trade. But right now we'll see. I'm curious, by the way, would you sell? Would you sell Nasdaq? I'm in a sell position, but because today is like holiday, so maybe there might be like a very slow movement, but it's looking more like there's gonna be a sell continuation. So we might as well join the move. So we might as well join the move. Who's trading, by the way? Who is trading? Who is trading? Who is trading? Who is trading? We're already in the first 5 minutes of the market open. It's in the first 5 minutes of the market open, and it's going. I think it's going pretty well. Although there is a big gap for Nasdaq at the top, so the sell may not really be like a long-term sell. It can rather be as soon as I'm 1-to-1, I'm gonna go break even. I'm gonna go break even at 1-to-1, and it's almost at 1-to-1 already. It's almost approaching the 1-to-1 level. It's way better to get stop at a break even than just taking a stop loss when the market already gives you the opportunity to go break even. NASDAQ sells. Let's see what S&P 500 is doing, because sometimes if we are selling NASDAQ and then S&P 500 is buying, then it may, it doesn't look good. So right now S&P 500 does not make any move yet, but let's see how things progress. First 5 minutes candle close, and it is a bearish candle. So big time, there's a big chance that, there's a bigger probability anyway that we continue to sell to the downside. There's a bigger probability. Oh, okay. There's more push now. We are 1-to-1, so I'm gonna go break even at 1-to-1 now. So there is 1-to-1. Let go. Let me see how many points that. Oh, no, not yet. This is half of it. Okay. Oh yes, the reason why I thought we are one to one already is because I'm actually not using 50 pip stop. I'm actually using about 20 pip stop. Yeah, this is the actual stop I'm using, 25. So that's why I thought we're already one to one. So I am already one to one technically. Uh, so I just went break even. I went break even. Okay, seems like we are getting the push. 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 So Nasdaq is actually now much closer to the end of the zone. I think the zone just needs about 36 more points, and then we're going to take the liquidity of that particular zone. As soon as we take the liquidity, it's either we see very big buyer reaction or we just see more aggressive sellers enter into the market. So one of that is actually going to happen as soon as Nasdaq can take the as soon as Nasdaq can take the low of this demand zone. Which, if you check on 1 hour, we're almost at the end of that zone. Let me turn off this so you can see it properly. Turn off and turn this off. So we're almost at the end of that zone. So we're almost at the end of that zone. I'm just gonna clear this one. Yeah, this is the actual zone that we are looking at. So this is the zone we're looking at. So we are how many points away from that zone now? 48. Okay. Or there about 45 points. In 45 points, we're gonna take that low. If we take the low, it will be interesting to see what actually the participants are going to do. Are they going to sell crazily? Are they going to buy aggressively? We're going to see. We're going to see exactly what happens with that. We are going to see. So right now it's a waiting game. We are just waiting. We are just waiting. Who is selling, by the way? Who is trading NASDAQ? Who is selling? Who is trading NASDAQ? NASDAQ sell. Let's go. Let's see the price action properly under 5 minutes. And I think we can actually leave the price loading on the 5 minutes. Okay. So this is a 5 minutes chart of NASDAQ. Let's see. I think we're going to get the continuation of the sell way into the zone, and we'll just see what happens. And then we will see what happens. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, Tony, you're waiting to see if the zone will hold or not. Yeah, I think it actually makes sense to see if the zone will hold. It's just that anyway. So I'm scalping that possibility. I'm scalping the fact that there is a big chance that Nasdaq would go and take the low of that zone. So I'm actually just scalping that zone, and actually that zone is very good because I mean it's a let me see 63 points. On a normal day, I just look for 100 points of NASDAQ, right? And now, if the zone actually, if they want to take the liquidity of that zone, or let's say the sell will just continue, then trading in this range gives me a good profit. And right now, I'm already at break even. I'm already at break even, and I'm already at 1 to 1, 1 to 1.1 of the trade already. So but if we will see a buy opportunity, let's say like a potential to buy, I think it will take a while to see the buyer's reaction in this level, because we will have to potentially wait. We'll have to potentially wait until price can make like higher highs and higher lows on 5 minutes. We'll see how that actually unfold. We'll see how that actually unfold. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. We are, we are, we are, we are. Okay, we are still waiting. It's a waiting game now. I feel like most of the time it's all about waiting. It's the waiting that is the hardest in trading. Like just waiting and waiting and waiting is the hardest part of trading itself. So now we're carefully waiting to see what can be the opportunity of the day. What can be? I think for me, this would be the only entry I would do. Even if a buy opportunity presents itself later on, I sometimes on Monday especially like to go very carefully. So it's very likely that if this sell should hit take profit, then I'm just going to stop trading for today and keep the profits. Obviously, most important. But if they keep if they keep selling, then I'm just gonna keep holding. I'll just be trailing my stop loss into profit, into more profit. So once we get to 1 to 2, I'm gonna set my break even to 1. Once we get to 1 to 3, I'm gonna set my break even to 1 to 2, and so on and so forth. We are approaching 1 to 2 at the moment. It's still dancing around, but I think it's more liquidity is coming. So this is what I was saying the other time, that it's possible that so right now there is equal liquidity in the market. There is presence of buyers and sellers in the market. That's why the price is actually balanced. It is very slow. Uh, the volatility I thought would happen is that, oh, as soon as market open, we can just see price shoot in one direction. So there is no volatility at the moment. So price is pretty much balanced. There is enough liquidity in terms of buyers and sellers. It's moving, in the range. It's moving downward slow, but I would say that it's a low liquidity day. Actually, the liquidity is very low today, and that might be because of the holiday, the bank holiday. Mhm. Okay, the entry is still at 1 to 1 point. I think we can say it is about 1 to 1 point. Let's see, 1 to 1 to 1.5. So once we get 1 to 2, I probably would. It's either I take profit or I just keep holding and see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, NASDAQ give us something. Show us something. Show us something. Show us something. Oh, I think we might do later today. I might do a prop firm series. Basically, just talk about prop firm. There is someone in the community that actually needs information about how to go about prop firm and all. Like generally, prop firm is a way to it's an opportunity, especially for us now, to trade without actually risking all the time your own money. For example, last year when I did my overall analysis, I was actually profitable last year. I lose a lot of profit, I lose a lot of trading accounts. But last year, I actually, I made I made profit. It was a small profit, but I made profit. And it was only possible because I was, for about 6 months last year, I was not even trading personal accounts. I was not focusing on trading personal account. I just focused on trading the prop account. And honestly, that helped me to, it helped me to lose less of my money and focus on passing the challenge. And I got about two payouts last year, and then and the rest was history. So most likely later today I'm gonna share a video about prop firm. It's either I make the video myself and just explain a little bit what it is, blah blah blah. But it's pretty important that if you have low capital, then you should go prop firm. And the first important thing is that you need to, before you even start going prop firm, try and trade and trade and trade. Although, yeah, it's okay if you don't yet have a 100% working strategy, just jump into it, buy a prop firm challenge, buy the lowest one. But that's the most important thing, though. Buy the cheapest prop firm account that you can actually get, like the cheapest, the lowest, because now you don't know yet if you can actually pass or not pass. So you want to pick the lowest prop firm account. When you pick the lowest prop firm account, then you pass it. Often, if you blow the first one, you need to understand what you did wrong that make you to blow the account, right? And then you make sure that on the next account, you're going to not make that same mistake. What are the common mistakes? If you are breaching your account because of the daily loss, then you can try to take a trade. You can try to, make sure that you are not eating the daily loss. If you're breaking the account because of the maximum overall loss, then you need to figure out your win rate strategy. Okay, how many losses can I have in a row? If you know that your strategy can have about 5 losses in a row, then maybe you should not be risking 2% per trade. Maybe you should be risking only 1% per trade, so that even if you take 5 losses in a row, you will still be in the trade. Like, you will still have the account for continuous trading. So as of right now, we are still holding the trade, and NASDAQ is now slow. Like, it's slow now. Almost no continuation yet for no continuation yet from the sellers, but I'm considering maybe closing out on the current position, because if buyers should actually just step in now from the zone, then I'm gonna 100% take the want to break even, and now I have a chance of actually going, of I have a chance of taking a 1-to-1 at least, and build profit for the day, which is not bad. Which is not bad. But yeah, I'm still holding it. I'll just see what happens. This candle formation on 1 minute right now is trying to show, like, potentially there might be buyers interest, although they need to break major zone for us to really consider, okay, that they're going to be here in the market. But for now, we would see what they actually want to do. We'll see what they actually wanted to do. We will see what they want to do. So there's a sort of a pullback happening already, but yeah, we'll see. But I still really think that Nasdaq can actually take the low of that zone. However, for us to consider the zone, maybe switching our bias to buy immediately, we would need to see, actually, before we buy today, I would say that if you look at the 15-minute structure, 15 minute already has like a lower high, right? So it would be important to, first of all, see price take out this high, okay? So if price can take out this high on the 15 minutes, then if there is a pullback, then we can actually, I'm just gonna put an alert over there. If NASA can break this high, which is at 25,223, Then on the pullback, then we can be looking for opportunity to buy. But as of right now, everything is still, selling momentum or selling opportunity. So let's go back and see the price action actually. Okay. And let's see what S&P 500 is actually doing. Okay. S&P 500 and NASDAQ pretty much doing the same thing. Let's see US 30. US 30 also doing pretty much similar thing. So we are waiting. We are waiting. It's a waiting game now. The trade is already, I'm out at break even. I set my break even very close to 1 to 1. So I'm out on the trade already. I'm out on the trade at 1 to 1. I'm out on the trade at 1 to 1. So now at least I know that if I see next opportunity for trade today, then most likely it will be I have money to risk. I have the money to risk. Okay. Let's see on the yeah, it would be nice to see what price wants to do from here. Do we want to sell? Do we want to buy? The price action on 1 minute is looking good for buy, but in order to really be safe, we need to see first buyers' interest. Like, buyer take out this high, and after taking out the high, then they continue, pull back. Then on the pullback, then we can take the buy. But right now, everything is saying sell, 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 sell. So we're just gonna hold on. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. I feel like no much movement in the market, so maybe in 7 minutes time, in the next 7 minutes, we're gonna decide if we keep the stream running or if I will just keep you updated on the Telegram if there are any opportunity that comes up later on. For now, everything looks very slow, and it's understandable because there is definitely bank holiday in the US, so the volume that is needed is not there. Most likely, we're participating with other retail traders at the moment, and holidays are actually a very good period to trade because price usually respect zone to zone. Anyway, this is just a theory that I think, but in actual reality, I think we will see what happens. So I took a quick scalp and it worked out. Just a 1 to 1, and that's not bad. I think it's okay. The 1 to 1 is not bad. A 1 to 1 is not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. Okay. We'll hang out around a little bit. If you have any question, drop it in the comments. I'll definitely answer it. But then, yeah, let's trade safe. But if you see an opportunity, feel free to share it on the page, and then we'll check it out. Uh, I also hope for very soon we can have the physical trading floor, and but I think for now we're having fun on YouTube, which is okay as well. It's okay as well. So this is the decision point for NASDAQ. It's either they respect this 1 minute zone or they just blast through it to show that there is a buyer intent in this area. So if there's a buyer's intent in this area, what we expect to see is we expect to see this guy go like this and then pull back, and then we can target his eye. Okay, something like this. whether we need to see like some break and retests for before we like we jump on the buying. Before we jump on the buying, we need to say break and retest. Break and retests. Mhm. Okay. Let's keep the stream running for the next 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and see whichever opportunity that the market has to offer us. Stay safe, people. All right, everyone. It's looking like buyers are also stepping in. So there is equal participation between buyers and sellers. Right now, let's take a chill. Set an alert above your zone. So if you set an alert above the zone, if NASDAQ should take the high, close above the high, and then give a pullback, then we'll potentially be looking for entry. I think for now, we are done on the live. Thank you for coming, everyone. If you have questions, please put it on the Telegram. Then we would, yeah, we would chat with each other. Okay. I think Nasdaq may actually just, go ahead and break the high. I'm going to leave the stream running probably for the next 30 minutes again. I will just leave everything running and then I'll put any comments that there is. But yeah. All right. See you and enjoy. All right, everybody. It seems like the market has slowed down, so we are going to be calling it a day from here. And all right, we'll continue our trade tomorrow. Bye, and happy safe trading, everyone. See you tomorrow.